I just love reefs. I love to dive on them. I love the animals, the colors, the geometry.
I was interested in studying nature and that relationship between man and nature, and I wasn't particularly concerned about particular ecosystem or animal that I would study. I think it was just that general interest in studying nature. And then slowly, through a series of events that changed my life, I ended up in this coral reef field. Meeting my wife, Nyawira, she was pretty dogged about becoming a marine biologist at a very young age and believing that there was a real need for it. And as a result, she slowly drew me in to marine science. I've always found the ocean fascinating, but the combination of that and my wife's interest in marine science resulted in me being engaged in tropical marine science.
What inspires me is when we have studied a situation, a problem, especially on coral reefs, and we've made recommendations, and we are working with the community so that these recommendations can be implemented. And when the communities actually end up understanding the solution and implementing the solution, that I find very inspiring. I am most satisfied when I'm in a coral reef, a new one that I haven't dived on or snorkeled on before. Slate in hand and Tim next to me, diving and collecting information about the reef. What I find scary is that there are certain scientific facts and scientific ideas that have been proven. For example, climate change. And yet there's a large number of people who don't believe climate change. And it's very difficult to actually solve a problem if people don't believe in it. And so this is what I find scary, that despite the fact that we've got the knowledge, and oftentimes we even have the solutions, we are not able to implement them because there is this disbelief or even denial that people have.
The big and the small, all of those things sort of attract my attention, and maybe that's why in many ways I became an ecologist mostly, that is trying to understand the relationships between all of these things and how they all coexist. That idea of coexistence is the most compelling idea that keeps me engaged in broad science and even in the human dimensions of this science. Well, the effect of my work is ultimately to improve the relationship between man and nature. That is, modern man and the capacity that we have now is incredible compared to historical power and control over nature. And so we can certainly abuse that relationship if we don't do it intelligently and wisely. And so I want to be part of that, improving that relationship, maybe healing that relationship between man and nature.
I've never felt like giving up. I believe that if we work hard enough and we have a long-term view, as long as I believe that there can be change, that there will be change. So I've never given up.
My name is Tim McClanahan.
My name is Nyawira Muthega,
and this is our story.